Fall is the best time to plant bearded iris. So let's go put some in the ground. So if you order bearded iris, this is what they're going to look like when they come. This is called the rhizome right here. And then you have the roots coming out at the bottom, and it'll feel really dry. That's okay. They are kind of going dormant, and the reason we plant them in the fall is to give them a chance to get a little bit of root growth before winter comes. So you want this part, the rhizome, needs to be out of the soil. So we're gonna put our soil level right about here. And this part is gonna be out of the soil. And you want this part to face south. And that seems a little crazy, but in the Northern Hemisphere, you want that part to face south. And that way it will bake in the sun. Because what irises need is sun, not necessarily on the leaves. I mean, they need that too, but this rhizome. And if you have irises that aren't blooming or have stopped blooming after a couple of years, it's probably because their rhizomes have been buried. And if you dig them out and maybe even divide them, they'll start blooming again. It's really quite miraculous how that happens. I'm gonna put all the paper bags into this fresh water and let that water just absorb, and we're just going to give them a little bit of a drink before they go in the soil. The only reason I'm leaving them in the paper bags is so I know which variety is which. Okay, so I put in some fresh compost here because irises are pretty hungry. And now I'm just tucking that rhizome with the roots in. And I'm actually planting these pretty close together. They're okay that way. And then moving that compost in around them. This is a very sunny location. It's also pretty dry. And irises do not like to be wet. Most irises don't like to be wet. So this would be a great place for them to just bake. And you can see I'm even gonna just scoot this compost away from them a little bit, but the roots are all buried, but that rhizome is above the soil level there. Happy gardening.